You think your dog is just being weird when they yawn, lick their lips, or turn away, but the truth is they may be quietly asking you for help. And when you understand why, everything changes. Because what looks small to you can feel huge to them. Most owners see those little moments and brush them off. A yawn, a quick tongue flick, a head turn. You assume your dog is tired, distracted, maybe even being stubborn. But what if those tiny movements are not random at all? What if your dog is trying to keep the moment safe? What if they are telling you as clearly as they can, "This is too much for me right now"? Most people miss this every single day. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let me show you what science actually found. When your dog licks their lips, blinks fast, yawns when they're clearly not sleepy, or turns their head away while you're reaching toward them, you probably assume it means nothing. Maybe they're bored. Maybe they're being dramatic. Maybe they just don't feel like dealing with you. But here's what's really going on. Very often, your dog is trying to lower the tension in that moment. They're not trying to challenge you. They're not plotting anything. They're trying to stay safe, stay gentle, and keep the situation from getting bigger. Research shows these subtle behaviors can be linked to a non-reactive, non-aggressive state. In a 2023 study in animal cognition, Julia Pedretti and colleagues found that blinking, nose licking, lip wiping, and head turning were associated with dogs showing a non-reactive attitude, especially in socially tense moments. PMC. That means when your dog does this, they may be saying something heartbreaking in the softest possible way. "I'm uncomfortable. I don't want conflict. Please slow down." And that lands differently, doesn't it? Because your dog may not be ignoring you at all. They may be trusting you enough to stay polite even when they don't feel okay. When your dog sees something strange, hears a sound they don't understand, or freezes for a second, and then looks back at you, you probably assume they're just checking in. A quick glance. No big deal. But for your dog, that moment can mean everything. This is where it gets deeply emotional. Your dog is not just noticing you. They may be using you as their emotional compass. In 2012, researchers Isabella Merola, Sarah Marshall-Pacini, and Emanuela Prado-Provide studied how dogs respond to a scary, unfamiliar object. They found dogs looked to humans for emotional information, then adjusted their own behavior based on the human's reaction. In other words, your dog watches your face, your tone, and your energy to decide whether the world is safe. PMC. So when your dog turns away from the scary thing and looks at you, they may not be being clingy. They may be asking, "How should I feel right now? Am I safe with you? Can you help me make sense of this?" That means your presence is not background noise to your dog. You are the thing they organize themselves around. Now here's the part most people never realize. When your dog keeps looking at a problem, then looking at you, then back at the problem again, that may be more than stress. That may be communication on purpose. You might think your dog is giving up, or being needy, or trying to manipulate you into doing the hard part. But what your dog is actually doing may be far more profound. A study by Stephanie Reamer and colleagues, published in Animal Cognition, found that dogs use human-directed gazing as a social problem-solving strategy. In unsolvable tasks, dogs often look to their owners as if requesting help, especially when they were motivated and the problem mattered to them. PMC. Read that again in emotional terms. When your dog looks at you like that, they may be saying, "I can't do this alone. You're my partner in this. You're the one I come to." And suddenly that little look is not little anymore. It's trust. It's dependence. It's your dog choosing you as their safe place when their own instincts hit a wall. And here's the hidden truth most owners miss. Sometimes the signal is not only stress. Sometimes it's pain. That's what makes this so important. Because the same subtle behaviors people dismiss as quirks can overlap with discomfort. A recent PLOS I study by Sylvia M. A. Gardweg and colleagues found dog owners often underestimate subtle pain-related behaviors like turning the head or body away and freezing. Cornell's Riney Canine Health Center also warns that changes like withdrawal, neediness, excessive licking, altered sleep, panting at rest, and reluctance to move can all be signs your dog is hurting. PLOS I Cornell. So if your dog has been following you more, turning away more, licking more, freezing more, or seeming off in a way you can't explain, don't just label them emotional. Don't label them difficult. Listen harder, because your dog may be doing the only thing they know how to do. They may be asking for relief without a single word. So here's the truth in one sentence. When your dog yawns, licks their lips, turns away, and looks back at you, they may be quietly telling you they need safety, guidance, or help. And the beautiful part is this: they're not hiding from you when they do it. They're reaching toward you. If this changed how you see your dog, let me know in the comments. And if you want more of this, subscribe, because here we talk about what your dog's behavior actually means, not just what we assume it means.